You look stupid. Your face broke the screen on my phone. You blankety blank blank. Your content sucks. I mean, these are all just words, right? How badly can they hurt if you're a content creator? Not that much. Or do they? I know as a content creator myself, sometimes they definitely can hurt. So how do we deal with trolls in a way that encourages them to stop? Let's unpack this together.
I'm the CEO, it's Mega Chop, you already know.
If you spend any amount of time on the internet creating content, making videos, putting posts out there, even if you're not a content creator, any time online that you spend, you can find very quickly that there are people who are willing to say some very mean, hurtful, hateful, and downright inappropriate things to one another. It's sad, but it's true. So how do we handle this when it happens? Do we handle it in a way that helps encourage the behavior to continue? So sometimes we get multiple accounts that come into our stream harassing us, or do we handle it in a way that helps encourage this to stop and maybe even make a constructive community member out of somebody who started saying mean things? I actually have a track record, if you talk to my community, of turning people who are trolls into fans and contributors in our community. You can visit me live Monday, Wednesday, and Friday evenings on Twitch at twitch.tv/megachopceo. And I would be happy to talk about my approach to dealing with people who come in and say ugly things to you. We're going to look at this topic from a couple different angles. First, why does someone come in? What motivates them to tell a perfect stranger these ugly things? We need to figure out what causes someone to do that, because ultimately that's going to help us to evaluate how we currently respond and how we could respond differently. Maybe you're already doing what we talk about in this video, and that's awesome if you are. And at the end of the day, everyone is free to respond however you choose to anyone that you choose to. You're an adult. You can do what you want. I'm just going to share some personal experience from over 2 years in content creation that has worked since day one. So if we look at someone who's willing to come in to your chat and say something mean and hurtful to you, we need to try and understand where they're at. Now, I don't want this to get confused in what I'm trying to communicate here. There is no way that I am trying to say that it's okay, that it's acceptable. I'm in no way trying to justify the things that people come in and say, because at the end of the day, we all know they're wrong, they're hurtful, and it's a bad choice by the person who made it to say these things. Let's take that off the table for right now. We're trying to look at them right now for a little bit, not as a troll on the other side of a faceless device. We're trying to look at them eyes to eyes, face to face, as another human being and figure out what led you to type that in my chat. So we're going to do this by using a picture for reference. How does another human being get to a point where they're willing to say hurtful things to us? I've got a few things at my desk here that we're going to use to demonstrate. I feel like a visual is very impactful for this type of a message. So right here, don't mind me, it's my best dead ever. I'm not trying to flex on anybody right now, but this is the only clean and clear mug that I could find. So we have here water. This is going to be somebody who hasn't been exposed to any type of abuse in any way, shape, or form. They are in their purest form, and they are someone who's willing to come in and constructively contribute to our community. And again, we may have people who contribute constructively who have been through some of this, but let's set that aside for right now. So this is someone who, before they get to our chat, some things happen to them. And from personal experience, these people are individuals who may have been exposed to physical, emotional, or even sexual abuse in some way, shape, or form. I've had the opportunity to grow and develop relationships with individuals who have had these experiences. And so here we have them. And before they get to our chat, someone tells them that, hey, you're stupid. Ew. You're a failure. Ugh. You're never gonna amount to anything in life. You are ugly. So we had this person who, before they got to us, they've got all of this going on. I mean, you can't even hardly see the words on the other side anymore because this is so dark. Brown, black, like it's dirty, it's ugly, it's nasty. So what do they have on the inside of them to contribute to you? They have everything that they just learned. So this is a better depiction of them. Here we can see the hurt and the pain. It's obvious. These are like outside scars. Most people who come in and say these things, they've got internal scars. If we look at them, they look like you and me. They look like everybody else. They have hurts and pains that we can't see. So let's put them in a mug like this. Okay, so all the contents that were in here are now in this mug. Did any of it change? Did any of those hurts and pains go away just because we can't see them? No. They're all still there. They all pain them physically or emotionally, and they're coming out in our chat rooms. They're coming out in our online comments. These are people who have the potential to contribute positively to our chats, but they've been poisoned. So we can, when they come in, respond in a similar way. When they come in, they say, hey, you're an idiot. You can say, yeah, well, you're not smart yourself. Or they can say, you're ugly. And then you can say, hey, have you looked in the mirror lately? What are you showing them, though? You're showing them that you're willing to be like everybody else in their life and pour some more back into there, so that once you time them out or ban them, they can create a new account and come back and be like, yeah, well, I'm not done with you because I didn't get my final word in. And another account, and another account, and another account. Or they can go into someone else's chat and continue spreading that the same way in their chat that they did in your chat. So we're continuing the cycle. We're helping to perpetuate it. And again, I know that some of the things people say are super hurtful, but if you think about it, these people don't even know you. In the end, what value should you put on their words if they don't even know you? I can have a perfect stranger on the street come up and tell me I'm stupid, and I literally will laugh because their words have no weight. If my wife comes to me and tells me that I'm stupid, that hurts. We're going to be talking. So how can we respond differently if we're not going to fire back in the same way that they shot at us? There is a quote that came to mind. Again, the use and the foundation of this quote were different in the circumstances, but I feel like very well apply to this exact type of message. And that is, darkness cannot drive out darkness. Only light can do that. Hate cannot drive out hate. Only love can do that. By Martin Luther King Jr. Incredible words by an incredible individual. And that's really at the heart of how I respond to people who come in that are hurting. It's a hurt person that's trying to hurt other people because that's what they've been taught. That's what they know. Again, it's not okay. But how can we flip that script? How can we change it on them? So when they come in and tell me that I look like an idiot or I have a terrible beard, my first response to them, I'm not even going to address their comment. I'm going to say, hey, Peanut 867453298 I want you to know that you're welcome here. Our community wants you here, and we would love to be able to hang out and chat with you, maybe even game with you if you hang out and spend some time with us. We just flipped the script because they're used to somebody either banning them off the get or responding in a hurtful way. I just told them, one, that they're welcome, and we want them. So they're no longer rejected. They're no longer pushed off into the recesses to a dark corner of a room, to their own place where they hide and hang out by themselves. They're welcomed into a community. And I also like to add in a message to let them know that they are valued, that they are important. And eventually, if they stick around long enough, they're going to hear the message that they have something set forth before them that only they can accomplish in this life. Because they are unique, they're an individual, and we all need to hear that message. We've all been hurt, we've all been damaged, we've all been beaten down. But we also can be the ones who choose to respond differently. Maybe they don't know yet that they can respond differently, but we do, and we can. We can set the tone in the world through the content that we create. We can be world changers in what we do on YouTube, in Twitch, and Mixer. I don't care what platform you are on. The platform doesn't matter. The people matter. I have people current day in my community who have become moderators that started out by multiple times, multiple days, over and over, coming in, saying hurtful things, and just really needing to be heard. And my community will tell you that we have some of the most encouraging people, and some of these people came in and could have been banned in any other stream because of the mean things that they said. But their mean words mean nothing more to me than, hey, I know that they are hurting and they need some love and encouragement today, and I'm going to be the one to do that for them. I may not feel like it every day, but I'm going to do it because I make that choice that their life matters enough, and I hope that we can make an impact on their life to make a difference on a day-to-day basis. Now, not every one of these individuals want to become a part of the community or choose to stick around. There's some that just choose to move on. At the end of the day, I know that there are other content creators who have struggled over and over with multiple accounts of the same people coming in to harass them. I don't know specifically if the streamer responds with harsh words to them. All I know from my personal experience is I don't respond harshly. I respond with love. My moderators respond with love. Our community responds with love, because that's what we want people to know and to learn and to understand from our community. And I've had zero problems with people making multiple accounts to do this. And I have a lot of hours in streaming. I've had rather large audiences over time, and I haven't seen that be an issue for us. And I feel like it's directly connected with our choice in how to respond to people. Because if you don't get fired up and bent out of shape, they're not getting anything, so they're just gonna move on. Now, I know that my approach is very different than a lot, and I know that it could confuse you. It may even frustrate you or upset you. I honestly would love for you to come by and chat about it. Let me know what your thoughts are. Ask me, pick my brain. I'm happy to talk about it. I'm live every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday evenings on Twitch at twitch.tv/megachopceo. I would love to see you there. Otherwise, make sure you click that like, subscribe, and smash that bell for notifications.